playing some Orzhov Midrange for our next deck as part of the sponsored stream, because I'm part of the MPL. Disclaimers, hashtag sponsored, etc. So, this is a deck by Gold Ducat, who is a MTGO grinder. Very good player. Lent me a legacy deck a year ago for a tournament. Very much appreciated it. It's a really sweet deck. It's got the Knights package, which is pretty well positioned at the moment, I think. And then some solid early attackers, some removal, and then later on you have big planeswalkers like Ugin to take over the game. Gideon's really impressive in this deck, just because you're able to pressure your opponent pretty well, and the Vigilance creatures help protect Gideon pretty well too. Also, very solid sideboard. Of note, Finale of Eternity is a card I'm really excited to cast some more. This card is like basically Plague Wind half the time you cast it. It's really messed up. I suspect more people should be trying this out in Standard. Oh yeah, we have Ugin. Ugin is powerful. Another detail of this deck before we get started is Mobilized District is really good when you have all these legendary creatures and planeswalkers. So this is going to do some serious work, I think. It lets you play a high land count to cast Ugins without like flooding too much. I played some games of this yesterday. It didn't feel like amazing, but it felt pretty good. It was a lot of fun. No Sauron, there is no Sauron. It is true. I don't know, I don't think Sauron would be very good in this deck. There's only actually like 11 creatures, right? Because History of Benalia and Gideon aren't... Oh, I guess you can get back Seraph too, but then you just like lose your Sauron. I feel like Sauron wants to be in a deck with like lots of good premium free drops. Yeah, exactly, Cass, exactly. Alright, hopefully we get a match in a sec. I want to jam some games with this. Deck is sweet. I would like to play first. I'd like to mulligan. I mean, I wouldn't like to mulligan, but I guess I get to mulligan. We already have a couple 2-drops. I'm going to bottom the third one. And Johnny's Pridemate plus Sauron. That's actually kind of awesome. Because you also get to just like keep returning the Pridemates. Against Hallowed Fountain, they're probably on an Esper deck. So I'm going to get down the Vanguard first. Because it gets to attack for more than the Knight. You're so sad that Sauron is no longer in a rock. Aww. Poor Sauron. Imagine Sauron's not sad about that. I really need to mortify this at some point, but I'd like to get some pressure going. So, I'm gonna get down my 2/2. Also, if my opponent leaves up like a counter spell next turn, then the Mortify is really nice, because we can just do it in their turn. Oh my god, Leo. Glad to have you here. Sorry the date didn't go so well. Alright. No second Black Source, no Cry of the Canarium. Nice, nice. So, I get to hit for a bunch, and then I get to kill their Azcanta and their upkeep, which plays really well against Absorb. Means if they have an Absorb, they have to use them they do get a Scry trigger off the Azcanta, which is some value, but it means if they have an Absorb, they have to tap all their mana down on their turn, which I think I'm kind of into. Yeah, no Cry is good. Most of the decks don't have Cry in the main deck anymore. Killing it right after they surveil away the second one is pretty amusing, Emily. You're not wrong. No searches all game long. Ooh. She gonna die. Kaya is 3 mana, gain 4 life. Seems reasonable for me. Ooh, do I just ignore Kaya? I might just ignore Kaya. Hit them for 6. Actually sounds kind of nice. Just like let them have their 3 mana do nothing. I guess if they Kaya's Wrath me, they can gain some life off the Knight of Grace, but I think this is still pretty good. I'm amused that all the possible abilities we could give the Knight of Grace there were wholly irrelevant. No, Kaya's Wrath. God damn it, they get to gain some life and go to 1. Thanks, Elio. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much. Ooh. So now I think I just play the Seraph. Just like have infinite threats they can't deal with. This probably plays the best against like Vraska's Contempt, right? I guess I'm not missing out on gaining life here, but it's just wholly irrelevant. Our life total doesn't matter. They are 100% dead. I guess I should have ticked up so I could -6. Just doesn't matter. Like, there's no card in the format that gets them out of this, right? Definitely not for Erasure. Sure thing, Elio. Hope you enjoy the rest of it. Alright. These. Settle would do it. Yeah, Settle would have been gross. They did not have Settle though. We do have a 4th Adanto Vanguard. Banned for Erasure, too strong. Most of our sideboard cards seem kind of bad here. Yeah, I can participate in all the Mythic Championships, even though I've won one, which is pretty nice. I have to cut 3 cards. I definitely cut the cast downs. I think I'd rather have Mortify's to answer Thief. I don't know what the final cut is. I also don't know if I want more Mortifiers for their own thieves and like hostage takers. Do I have to participate in them? I am contractually obliged to, which, you know, I'm pretty okay with. I don't want to go too low on removal because the thieves are kind of scary. Play 61 cards, sounds perfect. Oh yeah, this is awkward against the Mortify deck. You convinced me. I'll cut 1 copy of that. Maybe I could even cut both and just have 3 Mortifies. This can kill Teferi. But we've got Eldest Reborn to kill Teferi. And also, like, I'm a bit worried that if they land a Teferi and we don't have a board presence, we're probably losing anyway. Realistically. So I think it's fine. Just to cut both. This is so awkward against Mortify. Yeah, the Prison Realms haven't felt amazing in the matches I've played with this deck. Has the 4 of Mobilized District been a problem so far? It's not been too big a problem. I think I've had like 1 hand I hit a mulligan due to having 2 districts in the opener. But they're also just like really powerful too. Alright, well, right after I say that, I'm mulliganing this. I can't cast a threat. I have this Gideon. My 2 non-white lands. Guess I'm mulliganing this. Alright. Alright. Let's find some lands with the Scry. I think I'm gonna keep this just because Gideon's so good against their deck that if I hit the lands, I think this hand has a chance. Going to 5 is like really rough. Like Adanto into Gideon is like the curve you want in this matchup. So I think just like crossing our fingers and hoping to get lucky is worth it. Sick. They don't even have a Fort Erasure. Or a land. No justice in this world. They keep a 2-lander and miss their 3rd land drop. We keep a 1-lander and hit our 3rd right on time. I should have gained life. I suck. I'm sure we'll be okay not gaining life against the Esper deck, though. Wow, I have regrets. Just like, the gaining life isn't even text against Esper, you know? So easy to forget about. I'll give Adanto Vanguard Vigilance to play around Seal Away. Oh my god. I mean, now they just seal away the Gideon. I imagine. It's plays like that that separate the Diamond 2 players like yourself from the Diamond 4 plebs like me. Isn't that the truth? I like how every single thing we have in play is good against cast down. Case in point. Can give it lifelink and vigilance if I play my other Gideon. That sounds incredibly powerful, Emily. That was a skill-intensive game of Magic. I mean, I don't think that was the most representative game, Nuclear, but Gideon is very good against Esper. Gideon is a beating, so it doesn't die to Kaya's Wrath, or like creature removal, you force them to have the Contempt. I don't know, I think Seraph is like fine. I think it gets outclassed by a lot of things, but it's also like very resilient against removal, which is nice. Alright. Ooh. Isn't this Andre? I feel like this is Andre. Didn't realize Andre was still in Diamond. Don't know if this is good or not. I'm gonna assume he's playing White Weenie. And bottom this. Alright. Might be on Esper. Now I have regrets. I mean, hand's pretty good against someone who's missing land drops. So this is gonna be the whole evening. Just gonna be the whole evening. Aren't most hands good against Esper Hero? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Cass, that's aggressive. Ooh. Alright. I'd like to attack for approximately infinite. Yeah, I think Esper Hero is fine. I like slagging it off because it looks kind of mopey. It's probably a fine deck, honestly. Don't know exactly how I board against it. Eldest Reborn seems really awkward against Hero. I kind of want more cast downs. I assume Gideon's good. I assume Adanto Vanguard is... It's quite bad against Hero. But we're like hoping to kill the heroes. Yeah, we are playing against Andre. I'm not 100% sure how to board. I don't want to be like infinite removal spells, you know? I'm also like not sure if Finale is good, because a lot of their creatures in that deck get value when they enter the battlefield, or if they're left on the battlefield for a whole turn. Makes me a bit scared of bringing this in. I might just bring in like another Mortify. One Finale. Prison Realm seems bad, all because of Mortifies, yeah. I'm gonna try this. I think this has some upside. I want to get in some games with this card. So I think the idea of Ugin is it is more consistent in what it does, whereas like the ceiling on Millie is higher, but the floor is lower. It's also much easier to cast because this deck doesn't have that many black sources. That sounds pretty good. 2 drops, 3 drops, removal. Couldn't really ask for much more. Can kill a hero and a thief. I'm pretty sure I meant to kill this hero. Yeah, for sure. I think the thing that sells me on Finale is the fact that it can just be like a 4 mana kill spell for thief, which is still fine. Please don't have another thief. Alright, resolves. Acceptable. Being on the draw in this matchup's rough, because all the creatures are just must kill. We never get to resolve any of our threats. Until the game's already developed a bit. Also, Hostage Taker seems like a problem too. I guess I meant to play mono Knight of Graces to play around Hostage Taker, and then get Deputy of Detention and feel really silly. Okay, that one's fine. I just get to kill the Teferi immediately. Teferi was gain 2 life, draw a card. I gain 4 life, draw a card, I guess. Five life because of the knight. I can count, honest. Yike. So I don't think we can attack anymore. That's a thing. No, they get back a Thief of Sanity. Opponent's midrange deck is looking slightly more powerful than our midrange deck. Must be said. I'm gonna send all at Soren. Just get this thing off the board. We trade a knight for the Soren, kinda. Soren is so good with Thief of Sanity. Means you just have like 6 Thief of Sanities in your deck. Yike. Milled 2 lands. Maybe they didn't find a spell. Okay, resolves. Ooh. That's kind of the best possible. Seth Manfield with that huge raid. Thank you so much, Seth. I really appreciate that. Welcome to everyone who's joining us. We're playing some white-black midrange. Currently battling against Andre, entering our 3rd game of the match. Hope you had a good stream, Seth. Alright, I don't want to change anything for the next game. Maybe Eldest Reborn is good. Just because I'm going to be killing... I'm going to be killing all the heroes anyway, right? Duress. Duress is interesting. It doesn't hit Hostage Taker or Thief. It can hit Enter the God Eternals, which is like a pretty obnoxious card. So maybe it's good enough. I think I'm just gonna... I really don't want to cut Mortifies against the Thief of Sanity deck. I could just cut a 2-drop. I'm still gonna have plenty of 2-drops. I suspect Mono Blue is not good enough in the current meta. But I do want to... That was my Gideon, that is correct. I do want to play it at some point soon, get in some games and see how it feels. I'm somewhat scared of Teferi, Time Raveler, and Blaststone. Both those cards seem very good against Mono Blue. But obviously, like, Mono Blue is a very rawly powerful deck. Like, Curious Obsession and Tempest Gin are both really messed up cards. So, maybe the deck is still good. Nunasa is very dumb. Apparently Nunasa is, like, messing up Legacy a little bit. Right, our hand is slow but powerful. We can't answer a Thief of Sanity, which is a problem. Other than trying to block it. So we kind of need opponent not to have a Hostage Taker for our blockers. Okay, this Eldest Reborn looking embarrassing. Yike. Alright. I mean, hoping to block here is a bit optimistic. Maybe we get to... Nope. Why would you put Leovold, Emissary of Trust into Standard? It's a little bit messed up. I got to kill the hero. Thief triggers are problematic. Maybe they just don't have an answer to the second Seraph. Ooh. Huh. I really wanted to cast the second Seraph, but I think not casting Knight of Grace plus cast down would be a little bit irresponsible. Hoping my opponent doesn't have an answer for the Seraph is like a pretty big ask here. Alright. I must admit, this deck does feel like it struggles against the other mid-range decks, just because they have a lot more 2-for-1s than you, and like are very able to go over the top of you. It's kind of something I've been noticing. I've been like pretty happy with this against the aggressive decks and like the big decks. But like the more mid-rangey ones, it's been a little bit awkward. Things like Hostage Taker and Hydro Crisis are really problematic. Have I got a chance to try out the Sahili list on SCG? I haven't yet. I kind of want to try out some of those lists at some point soon. There's been so much to try. I just like... The list of things I want to try is so long at the moment. The standard format's really sweet. I've been really enjoying it. No. Does Nexus dumpster you? That's a good question. I beat Nexus the one time I played against it, but I felt like I had to get like reasonably lucky. You're very good at killing the card Wilderness Reclamation, which is nice, and you have like a lot of early aggression. Like 2-drop into 3-drop into hold open Mortify, if like the 3-drop is a Gideon, can sometimes be good enough. Hey Cosmic Frogs, good to see you. Alright. It's a very good draw. So I can animate this. Attack. Then after attacks, kill the thief. Because this has Vigilance. Vigilance OP. I mean, still a bit behind. My opponent floods a bit though. Mobilized District gets to keep pressuring Teferi. Nice, nice. Literally Celestial Colonnade. I mean, Celestial Colonnade would have killed Teferi, but... Hey Marcus. Yike. Thief gets to start hidden. This matchup looks horrifying. It seems a bit rough. My opponent's deck just has a lot more 2-for-1s. Threats demand more immediate answers. They took something over Gideon. Oh, sure. Yep. Think we can scoop? I can animate my Mobilized District, give it Indestructible, and they just kill the Gideon. Never answer the Seraph. Alright. I'm willing to believe I cannot win this game. Yeah, Gideon is very bad when you're behind. Gideon's been so impressive when you're ahead. He closes doors very quickly. But obviously like quite weak when you're behind. I boarded out Finale, Cass. Otherwise I probably would have kept playing. I was trying to think if like even Ugin was good enough there. I think it would have just been Finale that I'd be drawing to. You're being killed by Davriel, Turtle. Davriel is sweet. See ya, Og. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, opponent's dead. Calling it. Vanguard into a 3-drop of our choosing. Nice, Watery Grave. Yeah, Thief has really picked up in play. I don't know why it was saw so little play for so long. Now it's just like a format staple. I guess the Cry of the Canarium would be pretty unbeatable. Ooh. Left me with the Gids. Hey, look at me, remembering to give this lifelink for once in my life. Yeah, that's true, Cass. People were trying to figure one out for a while, since the card is like so clearly powerful. Narset is slow here. You're kind of hoping I could find a way to bring back Mono Blue. Yeah, I'm going to be playing some Mono Blue at some point soon. I do really enjoy the deck. Kind of sad I haven't put more time into it recently. So I get to kill Narset and deal 4 to them, deploy a follow-up threat. Lifelink. Life is not too relevant, but like it helps us give future Vanguards indestructible, I guess, question mark. Oh my god, Marcus. Possibly Turtle. Narset is incredibly powerful, to be fair. She's also very good against a lot of very popular decks at the moment. Alright. Give this lifelink. We're gonna gain so much life. It's gonna be great. So they could have the deal for gain 4, enter the God Eternals. Even that would leave them dead next turn. Gas. I think it's worth investing into red deck wins with how rampant Esper and Simic are. I think red deck wins is very, very powerful at the moment. So I think it would be a fine thing to get into if you think you would enjoy it. But I suspect there are other things you can do quite happily. Like the Esper decks seem quite strong, Simic is obviously good, the Bant decks seem good. I don't think you have to build red deck wins. Even though it's like clearly a decent starting point in the format. I'm a bit worried about having enough answers for Thief if they board in Thief. I guess we'll still have like 3 answers. That feels a bit loose. Not all the blue blacklists even have that many Thieves though. Like there was someone at the Open that wasn't running them. Some big name player. So I guess I'm just going to do it like this. If we see Thieves we can reevaluate. Trim a couple threats for a couple more removal spells. No worries, Crimson. Ooh. This hand is pretty reasonable. Can't kill a Thief. It's got some decent pressure though. We still have a 2-drop even for a 4 erasure. Oh my gosh, Cass, you're great. Ooh, I put in the requests for the new emotes, by the way, everyone. I'm very excited for them. I kind of just want to play the Knight this turn. Yeah, I want to be able to pressure an asset. I put in the request for the emotes last night. It's the 5 emotes we have coming. We are gonna get we could play this for an extra damage. Seems strong. We are gonna get A Lily Blush. I actually might just have to open up the list. My memory is so bad. What the hell? Why are there 2 nickel boluses? How do we beat 2 nickel boluses? Yes, they can. Oh, this is the wrong night as well. What do I take, y'all? I have a Eldest Reborn for one of the boluses and a Prison Realm for the other. So I can deal with them. Whereas I feel like I can slug through removal spells okay. If my opponent's not 2 for 1ing me. The other option is I take the Contempt. No, I don't think I take the Bedevil. I think it's Contempt or Bolus, because Contempt cleanly answers my Seraph. Without the Contempt, it's really hard for my opponent to kill the Seraph. I don't know. It's a tough spot. Tough decision. Nice. Stupid Mobilized Districts. Tilt. Alright, say go, I guess. Yes, the emotes I requested A Lily Blush, A Lily Pat, A Lily Giggle, A Lily Shrug, and A Lily Hype. So I'm very, very excited for them. They're going to be great. Oh my gosh, we have to exile something too. This is so brutal. I guess I'm just never casting this Gideon for a while. So you can just get rid of the Gideon for now. No worries, Cass. Alright. Bolus down. I do want to hit my land drops. That seems great. So it lets me cast my Eldest Reborn next turn. Against any threats that are played. No. I miss my Eldest Reborn. They have Ritual set in against us. Interesting. Card is quite good. So they can Bedevil the Knight and then Contempt the Seraph, or they can just continue to ignore the Knight and take 1,000,000 damage from it. I guess they figure they need the Contempt for the Ugin. It's important to get your animation value. Oh, they're gonna Ritual of Set me. That's why they Bedeviled. Yeah. Now they have the Contempt for the Ugin. Or they thought they did. Or they still do. Guess I just have to take Narset. I don't know, my Mobilized District just kills Narset. Whatever. Just have to hope to top deck better from this spot. Like, the Ugin puts us up a 2-2. You're looking forward to being able to A-Lily Pat Cass. I'm looking forward to the next time I can A-Lily Pat Cass. You missed the list. Didn't I tell you that about it last night, Cass? I think I literally did. I'm fairly sure you were told about the emotes last night. If you did, you missed it twice. So, especially for Cass, I think I'm going to regret using that Contempt now that I have a Vanguard and an Ugin coming. So just especially for cast, the list is... Ooh, terrifying. If I resolve this Ugin, I might be minusing on the search. The list is A-Lily Pat, A-Lily Blush, A-Lily Shrug, A-Lily Hype. There's one more. I have to check the list again. Oh, A-Lily Giggle. A-Lily Giggle is important. I need an A-Lily Giggle emote so much. Alright. I'm ripping 7 damage. If they just contempt the Ugin, they're gonna die to my board really easily. Especially with 2 Mobilized Districts. If we have an A-Lily Jam, we should have an A-Lily Bop just to cover the full spectrum of musicality. Wow, Marcus. I mean, you're not wrong. Alright. Goodbye, Azcanta. I knew ye well. Awesome. So it's free to activate, so we can only activate the one. But we should play our land in case they cast down it before we declare it. Before we declare attacks. Regret. Alright, deal. Resolves. This is acceptable. This deck is so nice against these blue-black X decks. So many sticky threats. Hey there, nerd girl. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a great evening. Or a great afternoon, I guess. Alright. I think we're like 2-on-1 currently with this, which I'm pretty happy about. We've only lost to the Esper midrange, which like feels kind of tough for us. Like it feels like this deck is very good against like not midrange, and then like kind of struggles against midrange. Because we're just like smaller midrange than everyone else. We don't really have much actual card advantage. Okay. This hand seems pretty good. Got a threat and some removal. Ooh. Okay, Knight into History is nice against any Drowned Catacomb deck. And they're on the Guildgate straw. Admittedly, this cast down is kind of like the actual worst. Dedicek! Oh my gosh! Ah! Thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate that. That's so wonderful. Thank you. Welcome to everyone joining us from Dedicek stream. I hope you had a great time with the rest of the stream. I really enjoyed the bit I was able to catch earlier. Oh my gosh. It's the sweetest raid message. Alright, we get to hit them for 4. And then I think I'm playing the Mobilized District. Because if they just like Kaya's Wrath my board, I might just want to attack with the District next turn. Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone should go check out Dedicek's stream. I'm gonna give it a shout out. It's like one of my favorite streams to go lurk in. She is great. Got there first, Nucleo. Taste it. Alright, I don't think casting the Eldest Reborn does much. So I think I'm just gonna animate the district and hit for free. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. Rawr. Got viciously APM'd. The out APMing is real. I feel like if I cast this Ugin, it's probably getting countered. It's 4 cards in the yard. So like, this isn't flipping for a little while longer. I'm really worried this is just gonna get countered, but I think just like attacking with Mobilized District is a bit slow. It's complement autumn hours. Oh my gosh. Isn't that every hour though? The flannel's killing you. I'm glad it's working as intended. Alright, a Mobilized District and a Dream. You can do it, little district. No, my district. I guess this has no other targets in their deck. So I should just kill my district to stop them gaining life off the Vraska's Contempt. What a world. What a world. I'm glad we're all, like, all of chat is on board with it always being complement autumn o'clock. No. I think I can probably scoop this one up pretty soon. I'm gonna wait and see if I can draw a Gideon. But he has Canters online. Kind of don't have spells in hand. Ooh, they've main deck Narset. Huh. I mean, I did suggest that drawing Gideon would be good. So I guess it's only reasonable that I draw it. That face when demonic tutor. You just have to ask the right way, you know? If you ask kindly, your deck will provide. Also, my Mobilized District is so dead. Yike. Alright, Gideon. It's riding on you. You got a job to do. The Corn of Tyrants. The tyrant gifts much corn upon his enemies. I'm convinced. They're gonna kill us sooner or later, right? They have us counteractive. They're just gonna draw so many cards off that whilst we're sitting there not pressuring. So we get to board in a bunch of Duresses. Prison Realm is pretty bad against Mortify. Cast Down is just like bad. Let's try this. We've been beating the Esper decks up until now. Hopefully we can beat this one. Now we have more Duresses in our deck. Do I like Orzhov Midrange? The deck's pretty fun. I'm mainly just trying out like a bunch of different decks at the moment. I don't think this is like the best deck ever, just because it kind of sucks against the other midrange decks. But it's like, it's very fun, and it seems pretty powerful against like some of the non-midrange decks. Like, we've been doing okay against the control decks. It's like pretty good against the aggressive decks because you have all the cheap first strikers. Probably gonna finish off this match, and then we'll fire up something different to end off the stream with. Let's take this off. It's like kind of warm in here. Alright, I'll play first. I will mulligan this hand that does nothing until turn 4. Against the control deck that we need to be fast against. This is way better. Perfect. Duress 2-3. Ooh. Kind of want to take this Cry of the Carnarium. I'm gonna get to take my history with the Fordoratia. But the Cry just answers everything so well. Hey there, Mason. Great to see you. Alright. History is going down. Hopefully I can draw like a Gideon or something next turn, so I let him still developing more pressure. Alright. Sure. That face when Demonic Tutor. This is actually somewhat disturbing that we've done this literal twice in a row. Oh my word. It is pretty good, Nucleo, I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty good. Ask and you shall receive. You just have to ask real kindly. It freaks me out sometimes. Alright, they get to contempt my Gideon. The Vanguard keeps hitting them. Hopefully we draw a land for our Seraph. Awesome. Kaya's Wrath looks so embarrassing against our board. If that's a card my opponent has in hand. Things that can't be cast down effectively tribal. It does seem that way. Other than Knight of Malice, which is very easily cast down. Hey there, friend. I said the knight's name, came to my aid. Wasn't quite what I wanted them, but this is a corn-free zone. Clearly you have not talked to Cass enough, Nucleo. What is this nonsense? Alright. I mean, they milled 4 lands for us, so that's something. Do you need to draw something? Either a removal spell for the 4/4, or like a threat that can punch past it. He brought me to the future by milling those. Transported me. No blocks? Question mark? Oh yeah, Reddit's very good. I haven't actually faced it on Nada very much, weirdly. I feel like I should be facing it more because it's like such a strong deck. But certainly not that much so far. Okay, I can't really attack. Can cast my history though. Is this the Derby special? Was Wyatt playing this? This is Gold Ducat's list. Or Gold Ducat. Don't know the exact pronunciation. Alright. Next time we get a really good attack, we need our opponent not to have a second Cry of the Carnarium. That would be unpleasant. Oh, awesome. I did not realize Wyatt was playing this. This deck is really fun. Cry of the Cornarium. The Tyrant's Cornarium. Can they plus the Fairy? They might have the minus on something. Yeah, opponent agrees. Just like our board is really threatening with the history about to hit its third mode. Okay. I guess I have to kill Teferi. Hope they don't have a removal spell. I don't think I can afford to throw away a bunch of damage is the thing. So I think I have to like attack Teferi with a couple of things and then attack my opponent with this Knight and just hope they don't have a removal spell. I think my opponent would not have minus the Teferi if my opponent had removal. Oh, it's a Star Trek reference. Oh, I would not have known that. Alright. I thought my opponent would plus the Fairy if my opponent had removal. But I guess we got kind of blown out. You're trying to figure out what to take to the MCQ this weekend? What are your choices? Personally, I'm a big fan of Mono Red. I'm a big fan of Simic Nexus. But there are like a bunch of viable decks you could choose between. Which I guess is part of the problem. The standard feels like pretty open at the moment. As long as you have a plan against Red and Nexus. Yike. I suspect this game is almost over. I'm going to attack Teferi with both. We probably get the Teferi off the field this way. Or force the Thief to chump block. The two genders, red deck wins in Simic Nexus. Oh my gosh. No. This does not seem ideal. I'm being completely honest. Alright, let's see what's going on over there before we scoop. No, I just wanted to see your hand, opponent. That's really rude. Honestly. It's really, really rude. Why do opponents gotta be like that? Alright, this deck is pretty fun. I do like it. It's like really enjoyable to play. It's so bad against mid-range decks though. We were kind of struggling in that game too. I think game 1 against Esper is pretty good. Then they board into like this strange pseudo mid-range deck. Like a bunch of thieves and stuff. I don't know. Let's try something different.